Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of the Functional Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, live better. I'm your host, Chris Borda, best-selling author and owner of Y.E.S Fitness. And let me first thank you for taking time from your busy day to listen to what I have to say. Before we get started, let me also thank our sponsor, Y.E.S Fitness. Most people lose the ability to enjoy life as they age. At Y.E.S Fitness, we help people age 40 plus get fit so they can live longer and enjoy those extra years doing the things they love to do. Some quick housekeeping. If you'd like to get a timestamp or a transcript of today's broadcast, head on over to yesfitnessct.com. Across the top, you'll see a button for podcasts. Click on that drop down. It'll give you access to any one of our now 352 episodes. You can also get this broadcast wherever podcasts can be found. Why body composition matters more than weight and how to improve it for longevity. So today's episode is a bit of a refresher. There's also a bit of a myth buster. We're diving into body composition, what it is, why it matters more than your weight or BMI, and how you can actually measure it and improve it. This episode was inspired by a few recent clients we have who have experienced the benefits of reduced body composition and not necessarily weight loss. It's what our whole D2S program is based on. And these ladies have also continued on past the program to make tremendous gains in their body composition and not necessarily on the scale. If you've ever heard someone say, I need to lose weight, or maybe you've said it yourself, this episode is for you, because we're going to unpack why weight alone isn't the goal and what you should be doing, what you should be focusing on instead of weight. So first, we're going to take a look at why weight and BMI miss the point. So we're going to just start right here with some basics. Most people, including doctors, use BMI, or the body mass index, to assess whether someone is overweight or obese. It's a simple formula. It's weight divided by height squared. Sounds easy. And it's widely used because it's fast and cheap. But here's the problem. BMI doesn't tell you what your weight is made of. It doesn't differentiate between fat mass and lean mass, which includes muscle, bone, organs, and water. And this is crucial. BMI tells the doctor how much about someone's health as looking into the color of their eyes. Just think about that. You can have a normal BMI, but still carry a dangerous amount of visceral fat, the type of fat that wraps around your organs and increases your risk for heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Or you could be labeled overweight on the BMI chart because you have a lot of muscle, but actually be in excellent metabolic health. So what does really matter? Body composition. How much you weigh in lean mass versus fat mass, and where that fat is stored. So why does body composition matter? And how it affects longevity. Your body composition isn't just about aesthetics. It's about function and risk. Having more lean mass, particularly muscle mass, is strongly associated with things like lower risk of cardiovascular disease, better insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, fewer falls and fractures as you age, and even longer life expectancy. On the flip side, having too much fat mass, especially visceral fat, is linked to almost every chronic disease we're trying to avoid. Heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, dementia, and even certain cancers. In short, your body fat percentage and muscle mass are some of the most powerful predictors of your future health. Not your weight, not your BMI, your body composition. So how do we go about assessing body composition? That's the next question. It's obvious. How do we measure body composition? There are a few options out there. Some are better than others. We have a DEXA scan, This is the gold standard. It breaks down total fat, lean mass, bone mineral density. It also shows visceral fat and regional muscle mass, like how much muscle is in your arms and legs. The downside, it's expensive and it's not always accessible. Then you have bioelectrical impedance. This is what many homes and gym scales use, and this is what we use. We use an in-body scan. It sends a small electrical current throughout your body and estimates your fat and lean mass. It's not always accurate, especially if you're dehydrated or you haven't eaten recently, if you have eaten recently. So there's certain things you need to do before you do an in-body scan or a bioimpedance scan. If done correctly, it's useful. And as long as we do it consistently over time, those conditions are reasonable. Your results are reasonable to work off of. Then there's skin fold calipers and circumference measurements, which we did for many years. And a little bit old school, but still helpful in some settings. Waist-hip ratio is particularly important because that reflects visceral fat levels. And finally, you can just use your mirror and a function test. While it's not a measurement tool, if you're gaining strength, your clothes are fitting better, and your energy is improving, you're likely going in the right direction. Us at Y.E.S Fitness, we use a combination of bioimpedance and performance assessments to help track our clients and their changes over time. As long as we're consistent and our measurements are done the same day, same time, same parameters, it gives us consistent trends, and that's really what we're looking for. So what would be some ideal body composition targets? Well, you need to know what you're aiming for, right? There's no one size fits all, but there are some general guidelines. For men, we'd like to see a body fat percentage between 10 and 20%. And it's generally considered healthy, 10 to 20%. Muscle mass, more is better, especially in your legs, and trunk for stability. For women, body composition, 18 to 28 is a healthy range. And again, preserving and building muscle is key, especially during and after menopause. What matters most is your trajectory. Are you building or maintaining lean mass as you age? Are you keeping visceral fat in check? Are you improving function? Remember, losing muscle as we age, it's called sarcopenia, is one of the top predictors of disability and mortality. So if you're focused only on the number on the scale, you could be heading in the wrong direction, even if your number is going down. How do you improve your body composition? Here's where the rubber meets the road. If you want to improve your body composition, you need to approach it differently than traditional weight loss. And here's a proven framework. We've done it for years. It's what the research shows. Number one is resistance training. Get out there, lift some weights. This is a non-negotiable. Muscle is metabolically protected. You need to challenge your muscles. If you're younger, up to 4 times a week with strength-based exercises. As we get a little bit older, twice a week is enough, but you need to do this. Non-negotiable. Prioritize compound lifts like squats, hinges, pushes, pulls, carries, not biceps, not triceps, not inner and outer thighs. Compound lifts. Number 2, protein intake. We talk about it all the time. You need enough protein to maintain and build muscle mass. Aiming for somewhere between 1.6 and 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight is a good range for most active adults. Sleep and stress management. Poor sleep and high cortisol levels promote fat storage and muscle breakdown. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep and daily recovery. Cardiovascular exercise. Be great to do a combination of what they call zone 2, which is some steady state work, and get some high intensity interval training in there. That's going to improve your metabolic flexibility. I'm a big believer in interval training. I would do that long before I would do any kind of zone 2 training, any kind of just steady state work. Get that interval training in there if you want to burn fat and maintain your muscle mass. And keep a thought on this. You want to track your trends, not perfection. Use your body comp assessment tool as just a tool. not a judgment. Could be, are you getting stronger? Are you recovering faster? Your clothes fitting better? Your mood better? That all matters in this process. So my final thoughts and a little call to action here. Let's wrap it all up. Body composition. Your ratio of fat to lean mass is a far better predictor of health and longevity than weight or BMI. The goal isn't just to lose weight. The goal is to build muscle, reduce excess fat, and improve function. At Y.E.S Fitness, we're not in the business of helping people shrink. We're here to help you move better, feel stronger, and stay independent for life. That starts with building and protecting lean mass. And if you do all these things, you will shrink. Your clothes will fit better. You'll be going out and buying new clothes. If you haven't had your body composition assessed in a while or ever, come see us. We'll help you get a clear picture and a game plan on what you need to do to improve it. So thanks for listening to Y.E.S Fitness Functional Longevity Podcast. I'm Chris Porter. And if today's episode helped clarify where your focus should be, please share it with a friend, or even better, take action on it yourself. Remember, fitness isn't just about fitting into a smaller pair of jeans, although it is nice. And if you improve your body composition, that's going to happen. But it's really about building a body that can carry you through the life you want to live. So until next time, I'm going to give you more information on how to get fit, feel younger, live better.